Hi, I'm Ben, and welcome to my second devlog, where I'll be talking about my experience adding multiplayer to my game. I've messed around with multiplayer in some of my previous projects before, so I knew this wasn't going to be easy, but oh man, did I underestimate it again. Oh, every time. Never underestimate multiplayer. In any case, let's jump right in. Adding multiplayer to the campaign was relatively easy. Only a few different orders can be carried out, and once all the turns have ended, all of the orders can just be batched together. The campaign is simulated using these orders, and eventually everyone gets to perform their next turn. The battles were a lot more difficult, and that's because the campaign has something the battles don't.
Determinism.
In the context of software,
Determinism
just means that the same inputs will result in the same outputs. When I coded the battles, I didn't have multiplayer in mind. The battle has a lot of moving parts, some of which are frame dependent. Furthermore, the battle uses real physics to move the units around, and different CPU architectures can lead to divergence over time. Typically, real-time strategy games share player inputs between them, like mouse clicks, and the underlying simulation on each computer stays synchronized. This saves a lot of network bandwidth. Unfortunately, due to my lack of
Determinism,
I had to come up with a different solution, and that solution was buffering. One player is the host of the battle and actually runs the simulation. They then send this data to everyone else to replay the simulation, and it runs about 2 seconds behind the host. Welcome to the top 3 problems I had while trying to implement multiplayer. Problem number 3, firewalls. They're red, they're hot, and they're blocking all of my data, so just turn them off. Disclaimer, firewalls are important, do not turn them off. Problem number 2, packet size. While I was developing and testing this locally, I didn't give any thought to packet size. Once I tried it over the network, however, in reality the packets just never arrived, but I mean that looked a lot cooler, right? In any case, I now send multiple smaller packets that the network can handle, and the problem went away. And finally, problem number 1, dropping the packet. Yeah, this problem doesn't deserve a drop. This was actually the worst problem by far. Oh my gosh. Here's a brief overview. When a player connects, a TCP and a UDP connection is established with the server. In layman's terms, TCP is for reliable communication and UDP is for unreliable but faster communication. As I mentioned earlier, the campaign networking is pretty simple, and it only uses TCP. However, the battle uses UDP to send the simulation information to each player. If there was a long enough period without a battle, the UDP connection would silently time out, and wouldn't work at all the next time there was a battle, so the units would just sit still and not move. This is one of those problems where finding out what's causing it is a pain, but fixing it is really easy. I just send a UDP packet every second to maintain the connection. Campaign building placement. Factories now spawn within a set range of each other, so they aren't totally separate, and they always spawn with a couple mines that are close by for resource gathering. This should make it a bit more balanced from a starting perspective. I also added unit caps and new research to increase that cap. This prevents endless buildup. Also, there is no way to delete units currently, so they can only be lost in battle. Initially, I just didn't get around to implementing it, but now I'm thinking maybe this will actually welcome more combat between players, and when you want to upgrade your units, you have to fight to get rid of your old ones so you can build the new, better ones. I might change this in the future though. Well, that's it. Thanks for watching. Happy New Year. See you in 2021. Peace.